Hey there! Today we're going to have a look at a pen from a brand I don't think I've reviewed a lot of yet. I thought there was one other, but in any case, today we're going to have a look at this. The Regal comes in a cute little shiny box, was sent to me by a very kind viewer, thank you. Box. A little pen pouch that says Regal. Since 1979. And then you have the pen. This is the John Steinbeck. Steinbeck, of course, was the author of a number of books, including Of Mice and Men and The Grapes of Wrath. You mean Wrath? No. And this is the pen I expect they made to commemorate him. John Steinbeck, matte black. It's definitely matte black. I'm going to cover the parts of the pen, tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it. Then we'll do a writing sample. Top of the pen, finial, nothing really there. Then you have this gold section, gold clip. It says Regal there, a little gold band. It's metal. Metal body, metal cap. Cap pops off. Clip is extremely stiff, to a point where it's basically unusable. Barrel, little gold band there again. Of course it's gold colored, not actual gold. We have nothing on the end of the barrel there. Cap pops off, if so desires. Posts. Desired, sorry. Section, thin. Tapers down, little gold ring with a lip, and a tiny nib. Well, I say tiny, I don't mean it in a bad way, but that looks like about number 5. And it's it says Regal, it says 18 kgp, carat gold plated, with a little crown. Pen takes standard international cartridges or a converter. This is the Regal converter supplied with the pen. There you have it. It's not necessarily a super small pen, but it is very slim. So if you're looking for slim pens, I know that there's people out there who really love slimline pens, then this might be something that you find interesting. What do I like about the pen? What do I not like about the pen? Well, it writes. No issues there. It has a nib that is a marked Regal, but it looks like one of those Iridium Point Germany nibs. I have to say, it's fairly smooth. In that regard, it was nicer than I expected. So writing performance, I would say, is there. Looks, well, simple. There's nothing wrong with that, but this is not a flashy pen. Thin, but that's part of the model. As I said, some people really like the slimmer pens. It goes well with organizers or what have you. So that's nice. Craftsmanship is definitely not bad. I mean, there's no giant gaps. I have seen modern, more expensive pens that had more issues. So I think it's definitely decent for what you get. Pen posts, nice size, no issues there. Because it is metal, it does have some weight to it. Things I don't like about it so much. Well, it posts well. I don't know if that means you should also post it. It is undoubtedly some material that was, I guess, lacquered with something. And of course you have a metal ring and then a metal barrel with lacquer. I fear that if you post this a lot, I haven't tried that, but I fear that if you do that a lot, you're going to get scuff marks on the barrel. So if you are a regular poster, and with such a slim pen you may well be, I think that is something to be aware of. I have to admit, I don't really care for the word Regal on the cap so pronouncedly. For some reason it looks a bit off to me, but that's branding, you get that. To me, the biggest surprise was the pen's price. This looks like a lot of Chinese pens I have used in some form or another, which you usually buy for a couple of dollars on eBay. And this one is $40, so I do think that is pushing it a bit with the price. That doesn't mean you can't find it cheaper elsewhere, but that's what Regal advertises it for. And I would say that although it is a nice pen, although it is made adequately, although it writes adequately, I think $40 is kind of pushing it. Here you have a Auto Dude which is also a metal pen, which also has a nib that, that I actually found a little dry, but it's not necessarily a terrible writer. And if you compare these two nibs, then they're on the similar side of things. But this is $24.50, not $40. So I think this pen's biggest issue is the price. So if this is something you're interested in, I would definitely shop around a bit on eBay and see if you can find a deal somewhere. Of course, what is nice is that you do get the little pen pouch sleeve, which is of a sort of velvety material. So there's definitely some eye for detail there, and that's a nice touch. But I would just shop around a bit. Having said that, definitely an adequate pen. It is a nice writer. It writes fairly smoothly. No problems there. Cartridge converter, easy. You can pick up standard international short cartridges almost everywhere in the world, I think. So it is convenient in that regard. Maybe a nice travel pen, and if you lose it, then you lose it. I hope that was useful so far. High resolution pictures as well as measurements of the pen will be on the website sbrebrown.com. Again, a very kind thank you for sending me this pen. I appreciate it. Let's see how it writes. That's what's coming up next. And I'll gladly see you later. Bye bye. Okay, so here we go with the Regal John Steinbeck in matte black. The nib is some fine medium generic, and the ink is Pelikan Royal Blue. The paper is Clairefontaine, smooth paper. And the nib writes. It definitely writes, and it's fairly smooth too, but it actually has quite a bit of tipping, especially for these nibs. Fast writing. Couple of skips, could be a little wetter, but I don't think it's that bad a writer, to be honest. Slightly dryish ink, but it's also not really a gusher. And the tines of the nib are very tight together, so I would probably make that a little wetter. But I want to show it to you unaltered. Bit of line variation possible. Need to squeeze quite a bit to get that out, but you can do it, and you can see you kind of deplete the feed as you do so. Reverse writing, definitely finer, but also a lot scratchier. So I don't think you can do this for a long time, but for a few words or sentences you may get away with that. Okay, there you have it. Thank you to my kind viewer for sending me this pen. I appreciate it. I hope this was useful, and I'll gladly see you later. Bye bye.